It's Super Bowl 59. We've been calling it Super Bowl LIX because one team got licked. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. And a person now who can break down every aspect of this game, athletic and culturally, it's Mo Kelly, host of Later with Mo Kelly, KFIA 640. Mo, great to have you at the desk, man.
High praise, no pressure.
Yeah,
pressure.
well, no, you've always got it. And, man, this game had a lot. If you were looking for the Chiefs to lose, you were satisfied.
Right.
I mean, last time they played, it was 24-10 at halftime. This time, it was 24-23, but it was 23 total yards. It was 24-0, 23 total yards for the Chiefs. I mean, what did you see last night?
Looking at Patrick Mahomes, he had a chance to step into history. He was really already in the conversation as GOAT, greatest of all time, as far as quarterbacks in the shadow of Tom Brady. But he missed his moment ultimately, and I wonder how history will remember this game because it was not a great performance. And honestly, it wasn't even a great game. Kansas City came back at the end, but it was mostly a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, when it was 40-6, that's like the score that I'm keeping in my mind about this. So 40-22 is what it wound up. I mean, those as you say,
the bettors care about that.
Yeah, that's totally true. And as you say, I mean, Brady also commentating the game, so it was kind of interesting. He was a little giddy, I think.
He has an ego. Yes.
And he walked out looking better than he did coming into it because Mahomes didn't look better. You talk about those two quarterbacks, we got to talk about Jalen Hurts on the other side of it because this guy, I mean, as I say, a couple years ago against this team, actually put up good numbers, didn't win, had some rough seasons or, you know, not making it back at least for the last few. Last night, the promo materials were Mahomes, then Saquon, then Mahomes, then Jalen, and then the logo. In other words, he was second guy on his own team, but I think last night he might have changed it.
Yeah, LL Cool J might have said, y'all must have forgot. I mean, Jalen Hurts was instrumental in getting the team to the Super Bowl before. He was that key individual. Yes, Saquon Barkley has had a season of all seasons, but let's not confuse the fact that Saquon Barkley can only be as good as Jalen Hurts is good as well. Because if he's not providing that pass offense, the run offense is not going to work.
Oh, and to go LL, Eagles said knock you out. That's what they did all the way. We got to talk a little bit more about moving forward and what it means for the Eagles because they're built pretty well. I mean, the Chiefs are always going to be a contender with Mahomes, but what do you see for the Eagles moving forward? I mean, I heard some folks like Stephen A. Smith saying, I think we could be on the cusp of an Eagles dynasty.
Yeah, I think people should slow down, if only because what Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs have shown you, it's really hard to get back to the Super Bowl. It's really hard to win again, to have the same type of motivation, the same type of drive. Part of the reason I think that Jalen Hurts was so successful was because he lost prior to.
Yes, absolutely, because they learned last time. As I said last time, they were up 24-10 at halftime, and then they lost the game. This time, 24-0, it wasn't good enough for them. They were going to put more points up, and that's a big thing. And you know, you heard Sirianni and some of the Eagles players saying, let this show the world that with that hard work, that resilience, with the greatness of others, you can be great too. You loved seeing it, and we loved seeing the celebration. And you talk about a celebration, Mo, the Super Bowl, historically a thing that brings people together, at least for a moment, because the monoculture is going away. We don't get around the TVs to watch one thing. We'll find out about the ratings soon enough, Mo. But we got back together to maybe disagree about things again, because you saw President Trump up there, you saw Taylor Swift, they're getting boos and yays, and then there was the Kendrick halftime show. So I guess let's start with the Trump and the Taylor moment, and then we'll get to the halftime show.
The NFL is now a political football. You can take it back as far as the black quarterback, going to Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes today, but also more recently with Colin Kaepernick. And people look to the NFL to affirm or reaffirm what they already believe. The NFL before this game said they're taking the end racism slogan out of the end zone. So already before anyone walks into the stadium, before even President Trump decided that he was going to attend, there was a feeling that there was going to be a political moment for this game.
Yeah, and then we saw with Taylor Swift, too. You see President Trump right there saluting during the Star Spangled Banner, and when you see Taylor Swift. And the Haim girls are sitting next to I didn't see that. Yeah, there you go. Elena and Esty Haim. Cool. Anyway, Mo, that was one thing, but then the halftime show itself with, you know, our own Kendrick Lamar, and that also divided people in a lot of ways. I mean, he's the best rapper in the game. I think we all can come around that unless you happen to stan Drake, in which case it's been a hard couple of years for you. but what did you see? Yeah, but what did you see last night?
I go back to when they selected Kendrick Lamar. Historically, the NFL has chosen household names. I love Kendrick Lamar, but he's not one of those names where if you say Kendrick Lamar, everybody knows who you're talking about. Right. Like a J-Lo or Shakira or a Michael or a Prince. You just know. Kendrick Lamar has a very defined base. He's not a crossover artist. But if you know Kendrick Lamar, you know that he speaks to a specific culture and a certain affectation when he does speak. Yeah. This was an American show, but it also talked about who is an American, who's conceived as an American, and what is expected of Black Americans.
Well, I love that take. I love that read. We're showing SZA right there, another one who has a lot of Southern California energy, because both these artists Kendrick Lamar and SZA were on TDE, this local label. Do you think the NFL, and I got just a sentence from you on this, but what do you think when they see this halftime show, what do you think it tells them about future halftime shows?
It says that they're probably going to move away from music and hip hop.
Oh wow, that's interesting. And then maybe back to rock, or maybe we
I
get.
would say country next year.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh
would bet
yeah,
money
yeah.
on it.
Or maybe Yo-Yo Ma will come out with his cello. You never know.
Never know, but not like
we got to
that.
keep people guessing. That's right. Mo Kelly, thank you so
Appreciate
much,
you.
man. You can hear Mo every night on KFI. We really appreciate you as always. Man can talk about anything and do it well. We got much more coming up here on the show. Stay with us.